Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hello there. Alright, I'm not going to try and pronounce it a second time. I butchered it the first time around, and you know what? I don't need a second take. This is episode 2. I'm enjoying it. I really am, because everything is basically done through flashbacks, because she's literally seeing, like, he was honest to her from the day one. I mean, in the first episode, he references the fact that he wants to basically never let her see the light of day again. He wants to keep her forever locked up for himself. He was honest. And then he's talking about how he would never allow her to use her feet, and then it shows images of him burning her feet in the first episode. So I enjoy it. I enjoy it. That's you know what I mean. I don't mean to. Oh my gosh. It's a good series, because everyone, even though the people who guard the house are afraid of him, nobody wants to help her, even though she's screaming for help. She's not allowed to talk to her parents, call home, just living in fear. I mean, that whole cockroach sequence was, honestly, before getting to that, I'm someone who feels scattering flower petals on the bed, or down a hall, or down, I'm not a fan of that, okay? If I'm going to be doing that to be romantic, I'm not the one who's cleaning it up. The person I'd be doing it for would be cleaning it up. I do not. It seems like too much of a mess. The only place I feel flower petals should be spread would be in the bathtub, because it's an easy cleanup job. You drain the water, and then you can just put it all in a pile, throw it away. If they're on the sheets, they'll fall under the bed. You'll have to vacuum, sweep. You'll have to get the corners. In a tub, it's a round basin. It's much easier to clean up. I'm sorry, this is a tangent, but that bothers me, okay? I just see it and I think of a mess. I think of the massive cleanup afterwards, and it doesn't make sense to me, okay? It does not make sense to me. And apparently, that act brought in cockroaches, which destroyed the mood and allowed her to see the true side of him. But, oh my gosh, that sequence was... I felt like vomiting. Because I was thinking, okay, there's a candle over there. He's going to burn the roach alive. Okay, I can see that. I can see how that's monstrous. No, he drowns the cockroach in milk, because, you know, it's a thicker... that it can't really swim and climb out, because it's thicker. Cockroach drowns, and then he drinks the milk. That was disturbing. She starts gagging, and even I'm thinking of, like, yeah, I want to hurl. I think cockroaches are disgusting. Even the fact that he picked up the cockroach. I was thinking he was going to lash out in anger that cockroach destroyed the mood. And I can't believe, like, I think she was asking for him to let the cockroach go free. Why? Why? You don't want those things around. They breed like crazy, and that thing destroyed the mood. It should suffer for it accidentally destroying your mood. So... sadly, I'm on his mindset. Not so much the drowning and drinking of the cockroach, but yeah, the cockroach shouldn't be allowed to live. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. Okay, that's poor turn of phrase, especially with the context of this. It's a good show. It's overly dramatized. The theater acting is over the top, which works again for a foreigner who doesn't have the subtitles to understand what's going on for the most part. But I did like the grandmother. The grandmother was kind of against it from the beginning, because the whole money differential, they're from two different lives. It seems like she could sense something. I think it should have been where she did sense something was off. She didn't approve, but she was talked down. I would prefer that more, because it's like there has to be someone in the family. Normally the wise older one, if the elderly are wise. It depends on the dynamic, and who can tell, who's been around long enough to see these things, especially if they're not narcissistic and all focused about themselves. But if they're old enough and always have watched and observed and taken in the side of others, they would know. And I think that should have been more of instead of the fact that it was about money, it should have been about the fact that she sees something off in him. I think I would have liked that a little more. Oh well, let's continue on to episode 3. I didn't see the precursor for it, the trailer for it, so yeah, I'm going on to episode 3. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.